Hello, everyone,
Hi.
and welcome to another Disney Magic Kingdoms live stream. I hope you are all well. This was definitely something we weren't planning to do tonight, but there has been some exciting new news in the DMK community, and I'm sure lots of you have got questions. Not a lot of answers as well, but hopefully we can give you some answers as best as we can. But yeah, and not only did I see DMK stuff, I saw Dreamlight Valley stuff as well. So Game Loft,
Loads to talk about.
yeah, Game Loft must have had a kick up the backside to tackle something. So lots to go through. Yeah, hello to everyone. I can see lots of hellos. Also, I don't know if it's something you've seen, Sarah, but definitely I have on the socials. There is a new card game out.
I hadn't seen this.
I don't know how to pronounce that. Lorcancana. I'm not sure,
I don't
but
know.
it sound from what I've seen, it looks very Pokemon like, but with Disney characters.
Oh, cool, fun.
So yeah, that's something definitely to look out for if you're interested in that. I know that the Disney store here in London did a big grand opening for it. So yeah, it looks like it's the next big hit for Disney and that.
Awesome.
Right. Okay. Well, before we get into all the goss and the news and that, let's just quickly do this. We do love hearing from you, and like I say, this is going to be a very interactive stream between all of us. So get those comments in the chat, and also after we've been live. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe. If you enjoy the stream at any time, make sure to give it a big like, and follow us on Instagram and Threads at Disney Kingdomers for lots of other Disney content. Right, are we ready, Sarah?
Yes, we are. So just to say, you guys, we have put this together sort of as it's happening. So if it's a bit confusing or we get a bit confused, like just bear with us a little bit on this one, okay?
Yes, definitely, because this is literally happening right now. Lots of different stuff that we are going to see in this PowerPoint. So here we go. So the main topic that we're going to be talking about is this new addition to the game that they've going to put in, shall I say, and that's redemption codes. So everyone's a bit like, oh, this sounds interesting, trying to do it, but nothing's happening. So this is how to do it. So you visit the website, as it says there on the screen. You enter your player ID, which can be found on the opening screens as you're loading up the game, as you can see here. So definitely make sure to either take a screenshot or write it down, because not only for this, but if anything ever happens to your game, which I know a few of you have had problems with your games, that at least if you have that, then they're going to be able to track your game and everything.
Definitely.
And then it'll come up that you've been successful with your player ID. You enter the code, and then whatever the code is, you'll get a gift or something.
Yeah. A good idea from Summer Girl is that they've got the website booked on bookmarks on their phones. So yeah, phones, laptops, anything like that, you can add it as bookmarks or favorites, and then that'll be a really easy way of kind of
definitely
these codes as they come in. We'll talk a bit more on that in a minute.
I was going to say was that because me and Sarah had a quick discussion before setting up the stream and everything, of that I feel like this is going to be very like for the people that play Dreamlight Valley, that we already have that system in that game where you have the redemption codes and that. So I don't know how it's going to work, but I would imagine it's going to be a little bit like that. Maybe not the rewards. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. But yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit like that. As we said, both of them being Game Loft. So we've got a few screenshots here. So this is what came with that picture. So attention Kingdomers, redemption codes are available and can be found on socials. So of course, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I believe Twitter. And I don't know if they're going to class Discord as well. In game and sometimes in other places you get your latest Disney Magic Kingdom news, so like the newsletter.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you guys haven't signed up to the newsletter, I would do that, because I think possibility of a code on there.
Definitely. So to learn more about how to claim the redemption codes, check out the step-by-step guide on how to claim your rewards, which is the picture. And it also says here, so visit the website, enter the player ID, enter the code, and then you receive your gift. So where can you find? Well, we've done that already. And it says there, various DMK social media pages or newsletter. Keep your eyes peeled. Can I claim a code more than once? So it will vary in terms of how long they are valid for, how many people can redeem them, and the rewards that are available for each. Some codes will be limited in terms of only being able to redeem one once per person. And can I share the code with a friend? Yes. So maybe if we find any codes, we might put them up on like our Instagram stories and that.
Yeah, definitely. We can do it on stories, and we can do posts on YouTube as well if that works for you guys.
As well in our community page.
Yeah.
So keep in mind that due to the time limited nature of the codes, it may not be available by the time they try to redeem it, but sharing is caring. And as you know, whenever we find out something, we like to share with you guys, and hopefully that's the same. It has been definitely with some of you. We're definitely having like Tesco George giving us all the hints in the trailers and that, in the event previews, and like Summer Girl as well, Tabitha. So yes, definitely, it's sharing is caring, especially at work. The children like to tell me that as well.
Oh.
Okay, right. So just to show you guys, if you haven't already, I imagine most of you have already tried to do this. So this is the website. So this is where you'll put your player ID. So I don't know if you have to put all of it in or if you just put the letters and the numbers.
I believe it's just the letters and the numbers. Somebody wrote that on Discord and said they tried, and it is just the letters and numbers that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if you had to put the MDC bit in as well.
I believe not.
Okay, so that's a question that's a good one to know. So yeah, so once you've done that, and if you're successful, it'll come up with a green tick, and then it will ask you for the codes there. But unfortunately, no codes have been released yet that we know of. So that's why everyone's like, it's not working. It's not working.
I don't fully understand why they've released it without releasing a code. You thought they would have done one as like a one for everyone, kind of, here's
to start it off,
some happiness, or just like something very small, like just to just to do this. Kevin has asked, what is the website?
Okay.
So I don't know if you can.
Can I? I can't. But what I can do is I can send you it over on
Let me see if I
Instagram,
can get it.
because you know what it'll be, Kevin. It will just crash my
Yeah, no
crash
worries.
the screen.
Leave
But,
that
but whilst you're
to
doing that, we'll get some other
me.
comments up. So I totally agree with Ryan here. I feel like the rewards aren't going to be any good. Classic DMK style, it'll be 500 magic. Yep, that's what I can see it being like as well. Oh, I think we've got some progress here. Summer Girl, I finished the Wally storyline earlier. I nearly got 14,000 currency. Or I would imagine that's the event currency, maybe for the attraction in the Indiana Jones storyline. And only need the Great Prince of the Forest now. Brilliant. Quick update on the event. I have built the attraction. So yeah, that's going all right for moi.
Awesome.
Yeah, don't worry, Summer Girl, about letting you know about the live stream on Instagram. What else have we got here? Yeah, I would imagine there are quite a lot of games that have promo codes as well. I have had all the codes for DDV and had some great stuff. I think the only thing is, because the game is different, I don't think we're going to get like what we've been getting in Dreamlight Valley, like the T-shirts, or because it works a bit different. As we say, I think it's going to be magic, or it's going to be a chest, maybe. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
not.
Well, what we've done is gone on to Discord and grabbed a whole bunch of screenshots of things that have been discussed, and we've got them for you guys, so we can kind of show
Yeah,
you what Tasha said, which might answer a few of these questions.
definitely.
Kevin, I've popped the link in the chat. If you want to save that somewhere, then please
Yeah,
do.
definitely, and anyone else as well. I think the screenshots that you were talking about, Sarah, are next. So let's have
Awesome.
a look. Yes, here we go. Yeah, straight away, what you were saying about Sarah, that what's the point setting it up but with no code? Like,
Yeah. So
it's
yeah, I think people are like, how is this going to work? And they've said it's a way for us to give out goodies a bit more sporadically, albeit in smaller amounts / value. So yeah, I'm not expecting this to be like, here's a legendary chest, here's a character,
yeah.
here's an attraction. It's going to be like, here's 50 magic and things like that.
Kevin saying no link.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
posted it in there. Can you not?
it's in the chat. I can see it.
Let me look on my phone.
So yeah, so let's take a look at some of the others. So what can we expect as the code rewards? So it'll always vary. Sometimes it'll be gems, sometimes it'll be chests. So I would imagine that's more bronze, silver decoration rather than as legendary chests.
Yeah, I would have thought so. I'd be surprised if it was, but I mean, we might be wrong, and I hope that we are. But
Ryan's saying it's not there as
no,
well.
I know it's for some reason we can see it, but you guys can't, and I can't see it on my phone on YouTube. So I've just posted it from my phone. So let me know if you can see it now from my phone rather than from here.
So yeah,
weird,
so
but yeah.
rarely will it be stuff like characters' costumes, though. Yeah.
So I think maybe there will be legendary chests and you get those sorts of options, but it's not going to be
and maybe
Here's
that might
Maurice
be
or
why they've
something.
been taking stuff out, like for example the costumes. Like this might
Yeah.
have been in the works, as I said, for quite a while, and then and now we're kind of finding out why. Because I've got a task on a quest on mine about Jack Sparrow, and you need a certain costume, but you can't get the costume. It's like, so maybe that's why.
Oh.
That's probably why. But we've not realised it. Let's see about the others. Summer Girl hopes we get a legendary chest.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not letting me post this link, you guys. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why
Okay.
it doesn't like
Let
it.
me try. Let it just. If you can do that one, Sarah, whilst I
Yeah.
do this.
Mm. So this one was a bit about how it's going to work, because they've said that like some of them will be limited time and things like that. So they've put no idea where it'll be after the story is over in 24 hours. So that will be when if they post it on their Instagram story, it's going to be there for 24 hours and then it's going to go. So I think that's what they're saying. So codes will be announced sporadically over various platforms, maybe just Instagram one day, maybe Discord another, maybe all platforms. You have to keep your eyes peeled. But the story that was posted today is simply to give people the heads up of what the codes are, what to do with them, and before they start dropping them. So it could be like anywhere, anyone. They really haven't said. It is going to be pretty difficult to have eyes on it at all times. So, like, we'll do our best. And I think that's where we're really lucky that we've got this group and this community that we can all make sure we let each other know as soon as possible to give everybody a chance to get that content.
Definitely, because there's some social medias that we're not on.
Yeah.
So it'll be like we'll be missing out one certain slot of social media from DMK.
Yeah.
So yeah, as they say, sharing is caring. Yeah, also maybe the 50th anniversary outfit, because they keep saying about that it's going as well. But no, it's good that we have this from Tasha to give it a bit more, rather than just here you go and then not hear from them.
Yeah, when they first posted it, I was like, oh, this is unexpected.
So yeah, no, at least we've got this. So anyone found a code? It's just announcing the new feature, but there isn't a code available yet. But stay tuned. Eyes. Someone trying to be funny there about Javon. Always worth a shot. The site will tell you whether it's not whether or not it's valid. No, that is funny that people are trying to make a joke of it as well. Then I'm going to assume that the character / costume redemption codes will be limited. So some will be like that, yes. Sometimes it will be limited just based on time. However, many can redeem it in the next 24 hours, like who gets it, making it fair game to people even in other time zones. It's a problem that kind of fixes itself, though, in the cases that you give. Codes are valid per server. So, for example, people in the Asia servers will have their own limit, which is separate to people on NA servers, which I imagine is North America.
Yeah.
So that's interesting as
It
well.
will be interesting to see if codes that work for us will, obviously being Europe, are they going to work for some of you guys? It's just going to be something we're going to have to try and find out.
because the other thing is, are they doing it continent-wise? Because also, I believe when I was researching stuff for Disney 100, that Europe is with Africa. So
Okay.
is it going to be like that, or is
Mm.
it going to be, are we going to be separate in that sense? Just want to say thank you to Summer Girl saying that I'm on Twitter, so I'll let you know about the codes via that.
Awesome.
That was the one I was talking about. So
Yeah, thank
we
you.
got that one down. I've got Sarah for Discord because I have issues logging on to Discord. So yeah, hopefully we're all covered on those bases. But it's another way of them making sure that everyone is I don't know what the word is, but basically following them on everything. Like,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely.
and I'm really hoping, I know Kevin hasn't put this, but I'm really hoping the codes are not like the hints for the next updates where
Oh
it's
gosh.
like
Yeah.
looking like, can you
Cryptic.
see? Yeah,
Yeah.
it will be a scavenger hunt for the
Mhm.
codes. I'm on Discord as well, so we'll be on the lookout. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, I'm mostly on Instagram, so
Yeah,
yeah.
and
So
you have Facebook. You're good on
I do
Facebook
have
as well.
Facebook, but I
So
don't really use it.
yeah.
So yeah, but
One thing that I did do on Instagram is I have I don't know what you call it, but I get a notification every time DMK posts something on their Instagram. You can set that up so
okay.
that you get a direct notification when something is posted. So um
Oh,
just so that if they, and I do it for posts and stories. So every time they post something, it comes up to tell me that they posted. So yeah, maybe that's something that you guys can do. Equally, going to shamelessly post that. You can do that for our one too, because if we're going to be posting
yeah.
when the codes are going on, we'll do it on story. So you can always do that for us too, if you would like to.
So how do you do that, Sarah?
How do you do that?
Is
That is
that
a
the bell?
question.
And notifications. Right, so there's a bell at the top, and I think you can then click on which ones you
Yes,
want. So I've
that's
done posts and
correct.
stories. So
Yeah,
yeah, do that for us as well.
yeah.
And we're going to be more social, should I say, on YouTube as well, because I know most of you that watch are on the YouTube rather than on our Instagram. So we're going to
Mhm.
do more of like the polls and let you know stuff via that as well.
Yeah.
Um, but like we say, we do our stories as well. So make sure to be on that. And also, we keep saying it, but don't do it. But whilst we're plugging ourselves, if you're enjoying, make sure to like and subscribe. Um, that's a good idea, Sarah. I've always done that. I would imagine that's about the
Notifications.
notifications. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, it is a good idea. Right. I don't know how many more we've got, so
No, I
let's
don't
just
either.
see. No, I think we've got two more.
Hmm.
So we do also have the benefit of scheduling things. So if we wanted to drop a code at midnight EST, Eastern something time, we could.
Yeah. So yeah,
Um,
that was quite interesting that they are gonna set them up, but they did say in the previous post that it'll most likely be for like 24 hours and that kind of thing to
mm,
give everyone the fairest opportunity to be able to get them, because obviously if they post something at midnight on EST, like God knows what time that is over here, like
well, that's 5 hours, I think, for us.
yeah. So
So yeah.
there's it, they are trying to make it as fair as they can, which I think is a really good thing.
So this is a good question that whatever this person's
Mm.
name is. So if it is a character and you've already got that character, what is the fallback, as they like to call it,
Yeah.
So odds of it being a character are very slim for that reason. We'll always say what the reward will be. So if you knowingly have that character, be a good neighbor and leave it for someone else who doesn't.
Yeah, which I think is totally fair, but I think the fact that they've put the odds are for being character are very slim. Basically,
Yeah.
I take that as they have no intention of it being characters, but never say never, because somebody will then turn around and go, well, you said you never were going to do that. So I think
Yeah.
it's going to be it's not going to be, but down the line, you never know.
Yep. I think we have. I think this is the last one. So to continue clarifying, characters and costumes will likely not be rewards in the codes. Someone asked, what about attractions? Oogie Boogie Spin, because that's a very rare one to get. In terms of fairness, someone will always be missing out on something at any given time. Given that the game is global, it's impossible to be fair to everyone. So for redemption codes, yes, some people will miss out, but the point is that more will be around.
Yeah.
That feels like that didn't really answer that question. Like,
I don't think. I'm just looking now to see whether she did answer about the attractions. No.
no.
So things then started to get a bit I don't know how to say this. People started to ask a lot of questions and start to be a bit like, what about this? What about this? What about this? So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's gone on for a little while. We obviously don't have a screenshot because this is right now, but Tasha's
Yeah.
put the conclusion that we draw every time we do anything is people are going to be mad regardless. Hard to please everyone. The technical side of it is that we have to give it to everyone with no limit. If we sorry, let me say that again. The technical side of it is if we give it to everyone with no limit, we might crash the site. It is a new feature after all, and if the site is broken, then that's not fair to anyone at that point. So I think that's why they've made them to be limited, because they don't want things
Yeah.
to kind of get out of hand.
Yeah. No, and again, it's brand new. So start off with something, and then you never know if it works well. Then they might turn around and say, well, you know what? Because of this reason, we might, you never know, like an anniversary or something. They might go, you know what? This film has celebrated this amount of years.
Yeah.
We're going to do a character or an attraction from that collection. Like,
Yeah.
so it does give it a bit more of a wider kind of way of getting things other than just the chests and that.
Yeah, I think it really does just depend on what it is. I do like the fact that they are telling us what it is before you redeem it as well. So if it is something that, like, if it's a decoration or a bench or something, like, and you're like, oh, can't be bothered, then at
Yeah.
least you know, at least you haven't got to go on and get the code and redeem it and then be like, oh, what am I getting? Which is the way I think some other things work. So
yeah, definitely. Because one thing I was thinking, kind of going back a little bit, when I put my player code in, ID, sorry, I was thinking, is it going to go into my news, the code, like kind of thing, because of not knowing how, but at least having all this information now,
yeah.
it's kind of giving it clear. This is how it's going to work. This is not set in stone, but this is kind of how it's going to be. So, as you say, you can't turn around and go, well, you said, no.
Yeah.
Because the way sometimes it's sounding is that not horrible, but you know, like when they did those videos of you keep wanting land and because we haven't, like, it's very sounds like that because like anything, you do get certain people that aren't very nice and can be rude and
Yeah, especially
different
on the
things.
internet, like that's the worst place for it. So
Definitely, but luckily we've got no one like that here in our community, and hopefully that stays like that. But yeah, like I can understand from their kind of side that, and
yeah,
that's why they're being very like, this is how it's going to be, so that people
yeah.
can't react back and say, oh well,
You said
we
blah blah
or
blah.
we want this and we want that.
Mm.
Like, it's
I
like,
think
no.
the main points, just from skim reading, the main points people are making is a bit like, well, what's the point? We get the calendar, you do like random gift
Yeah.
drops anyway. So what's the point and the benefit of this? And like you're just adding another thing. But yeah, like she said, you're never going to please everybody, and hopefully this thing and like looking for the codes and getting on and redeeming them, like I'm not going to take it seriously. Like, if I get
No.
one, great. If I don't get it, I don't get it. Like, that's the way
Well,
it works. Yeah.
and also going back to what you were saying, about being able to see what it is, if we are sharing codes, and it's not us, if it's one of you guys, let us know what it is as well, so
Mm-hmm.
that it's not like we're going, oh, a code, and then it's something absolutely awful.
Yeah,
So yeah, we will definitely make sure to add what it is as well as the
definitely.
code.
Yeah.
Um, and I was going to say something, but now I've forgotten. But oh, I know what I was going to say. If we do find out anything else, of course, we'll let you all know as well. We might do another stream, or we might just put it up here on YouTube as a video, or in the community, or in our Instagram stories as
Mm-hmm.
well. I'm glad to hear that you survived the hurricane, Kevin and
Oh, yeah.
James.
No, I'm glad. And Kevin, one of my friends lives near Los Angeles, and they had an earthquake as well as the same time as the hurricane. So hopefully that didn't impact you guys as well, because that sounds like that's really quite scary.
Definitely both at the same time.
Yeah. Thank you for the compliment about my top,
Yes,
Summer Girl. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I got it, unfortunately, I got it from Walt Disney World, really
oh,
like years and years ago as well. So yeah, but it's very cute.
well, that's quite funny because you've got Walt Disney World on, and I've got Disneyland Paris on.
Oh,
So yes, we're loving the parks today in our
we
clothing.
are. We are.
And yes, Ryan, hopefully the codes are not too hard to find.
Definitely, yeah. Oh, we'll see.
Um,
But
what? Yeah, go on.
I quite like this. I think
Mm,
it's done a good job. It's got everyone talking about the game. It's something different to add it in. I just hope it's not going to be like a code, a code, a code, like constant codes. It's going to be
yeah.
like now and again, and not like when we've got 800 things going on in an event, like when it's quiet and things like that. Yeah, fingers crossed that it's good. I think it'll be fun, and yeah.
Yes, no, definitely, and hopefully not when we've got 10 million things going on, because we've got a mega event coming up, as well. And then now I was thinking about this this morning. I feel like it was only the other day we were saying about the season pass, and we've got ages, we've got
Mm,
ages. And we're in like the middle of the middle one, and then we're nearly, because we're what, nearly at the end of this update,
I know.
kind of.
I
And then
know.
we're going to be in the last one. It's just gone very, very
Yeah.
quickly. So yes, no, it's crazy, but hopefully it's going to be something good. Hopefully it's going to be something positive everyone's talking about, and it's not going to be something that later on it just becomes really negative because certain stuff hasn't come out, or the stuff that is coming out is not the greatest.
Mm.
But as you know, we will keep you updated. We'll try and keep it as positive as we can here on the channel. But I think that is kind of it, because there's not really much to talk about now, because we've kind of gone through it all. But hopefully that has given you some answers to your questions. Hopefully it has answered the question of how do I claim redemption codes, as that is the title of the stream. So yes, well, we're going to kind of have a quick chat once finishing live, because I don't know when the next time we're going to be live is, but I'm sure it will hopefully be soon, and we can carry on giving you our progress in the mini event, and also our excitement and maybe predictions sometime soon for the next update. Okay, well, thank you everyone for watching. Before we do go, oh, I didn't mean to get rid of us. Thank you for all your comments and interaction. If you have enjoyed this stream, make sure to give it a big like. If you have enjoyed this type of content, make sure to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and Threads at Disney Kingdoms, especially if you want the most access to the codes. And yeah, like I say, thank you for watching, and we will see you soon. Okay then, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.